the real reason why models keep going to Dubai. I don't know if it's just me, but I see a lot of Instagram models that go to Dubai.
Instagram influencers. There are a dozen different videos that can be made about the various grifts, outright scams, predatory, manipulative, or otherwise insane ongoings with people that fall into that group. But today, we're going to focus on a specific one, the degeneracy of Instagram models. In particular, the really attractive ones you see posing next to yachts, in 5-star hotels, next to infinity pools in the sky, flaunting expensive jewelry and designer clothes, traveling the globe in style. How did they get all that? I'll tell you. They had to go through some real shit. Unlike everyone else who toils away day by day at the job they most likely hate for a wage that likely doesn't represent their real value, these models can earn more than the average yearly wage in a single weekend. But what are they doing for that? And why is it that all these models seem to go to the same place? What is it about Dubai that attracts all these young, attractive women?
I have a CD check and Mr. Ali too. After that, we are having unprotected and I will let Mr. Ali lick the rumors of
What the fuck? Oh, nah, bro. Nah, these are literal prostitutes, bro.
my feet. I will also his virgin brother, who is 10 years old.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What the fuck? How is this allowed on YouTube? Bro, that is crazy. What?
And I will let Mr. Ali lick the rumors of my feet. I will also his virgin brother, who is 10 years old. And Mr. Ali is paying me $50,000 US.
This was leaked in 2022.
Oh, well, that explains why she's doing it. That explains why she's doing it. 50,000? Damn.
It's a woman agreeing on video as a sort of social contract to the terms of an arrangement. The arrangement is not uncommon at all. In fact, this one is tame compared to what you
that explains why she's doing it, but that still doesn't make it okay, bro. That's insane. How old is this woman?
Find online, which includes videos of those encounters. Me saying what you've just heard is tame should let you know what's going on.
What is your fetish exactly? You must promise you will not joke with this. Promise. Also, you must sign NDA agreement when you arrive to keep confidentially.
Crazy. The general consensus is that models like this make most of their money from brand deals. In reality, many of them are using that social media clout as an alternative kind of advertising. They're not.
I'm sorry if I keep pausing the video. I don't even think you can have sex in Dubai, bro. I think that isn't that like against the law or some shit, like if you're not married.
They are the product, and the buyer is usually a very wealthy man from the Middle East. Dubai is the playground of the ultra wealthy, and what is a good playground without some toys? Where are they going to find them? Enter Instagram.
Alright guys, welcome to my car collection.
Now, what about when your entire livelihood is tied to this Instagram profile? You can dial everything up to 11. Photoshop, cosmetic surgery, professional photography equipment and personnel to operate them, travel as much as possible, essentially make people buy into the idea that your life is out of this world amazing. Now, if you're watching this video, you might be somebody that knows all this and thinks that nobody can fall for it. That's incorrect. It actually has a provable, wide-scale impact on people that follow these social media stars. Attractive young women post on Instagram, amass followers, show their privileged, extravagant and seemingly perfect lifestyle to those followers, and then other women, maybe younger than them, see this without knowing exactly how it was procured and follow in their footsteps. The cycle continues.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I see a lot of that. A lot of younger women follow like older girls' footsteps and they end up becoming only fangirls, you know what I'm saying? I see a lot of that.
It's exploitative at every single level. And that isn't to say if you're an attractive woman that has a high follower count on Instagram that you are participating in this behavior. Luckily, there are many such safer and more legit ways to make money from a large following, but if you do see one of these models flaunting their Dubai pictures a few times a year, people should probably know what's going on there. The hashtag and nickname Dubai Porta Potty was trending not so long ago, and yes, it is exactly what it sounds like.
Let's talk about this Dubai Porta Potty. It's called portable potty, like a human potty. A human toilet.
Essentially, girls were being contacted by wealthy men to be flown out to the Middle East, mostly Dubai in particular, to engage in a ton of different insane and disgusting acts. Now, while I'm usually one to say whatever two consenting adults do behind closed doors is their business, Obviously, when you factor in
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I see why these girls do this though, but like still.
all the elements I've just outlined in this video, things do need to be talked about, especially when you consider the United Arab Emirates have pretty strict laws when it comes to prostitution,
Facts.
which makes these such arrangements illegal, but considering the wealth and power of those involved, actually incredibly dangerous to engage in on the woman's behalf and not on the man's. These people are above the law, essentially, and you're being flown into a country to do illegal things where if you do something wrong, or you don't provide the services which you've been contracted for, or things get out of hand, you are the one that has no safety, which is why this all came to a head. There was a leak of a video of a Dubai porta potty happening. The woman in the video unfortunately took her own life after it was posted online, while still in Dubai, jumping from the 7th story of her hotel. There are, of course,
What?
numerous other stories of women just straight going missing. Nobody knows if they're alive or if they've been tricked there under false pretenses and have been forced into the sex industry full time, just unable to leave. The most common thing that happens though is pay for play. The play here being things that you would only see on some very specific and horrific websites, most of which I can't even say out loud for risk of this video being hidden under the darkest corner of the algorithm, never to see the light of day. But I'm talking about animals doing stuff to you, you doing stuff to animals, animals
No.
going in you, large groups of men like 10 to 20 doing stuff to you. It's not uncommon for that video you saw at the intro to be a factor either. I mean, you're already there performing illegal activities for money anyway, so what's one more illegal activity to go along with it, especially when they're going to give you 50 grand for said activity. And anyway, who doesn't love dogs and camels? This of course is a sliding scale. The more extreme the encounter, the more money involved. This can get up to 6 figures and a shopping trip with a rich man's credit card for a weekend of normal escorting activities. And of course cryptocurrency plays a factor here, because if you can find an industry of crime, you'll also find cryptocurrency involved somewhere along the way. If you are one of these girls that's lucky enough, apparently, to land yourself one of these real big whales, chances are they're going to fly you in and out on a private jet. So you'll be able to carry your new Louis Vuitton bag with 50 grand in cash in it when you leave. But if you're flying commercial, that's not going to work. You're going to be stopped and have your money confiscated. Luckily for you, the magic internet money is here to save the day. Simply accept the money in whatever cryptocurrency they want to use, and then you can fly business class back to your country, take a 48-hour-long shower, book a therapist, get yourself to a clinic for a checkup, and get back to posting on Instagram. I'm a firm believer that social media has given us a great number of things, some of them amazing. The interconnected nature, being able to have a conversation with seemingly an infinite number of people from different walks of life, cultures, backgrounds and experiences, staying connected during difficult times, the ability to learn at an unprecedented rate with easy accessibility, freedom of information. It's even given some of us, like me, a job, but it has also given us clout culture, flexing a fake lifestyle, the mental health epidemic that's plaguing particularly younger people who see everyone living amazing lives and contrast it to their own mediocre or shit one. You only have to look at people like Kim Kardashian or any other number of big influencer, big social media star to see that people, particularly young women, look up to these individuals. Some of the richest and biggest, most searched people on the planet are people that just have large Instagram followings. And when people follow, inevitably many people are going to want to emulate, because it's obvious, right? You're living a mediocre or poor life, and these people are showing you the pinnacle of existence, the literal dream. They're not telling you all the bad things, they're not showing you any of the bad things, and this really does get into people's head. It's literal brain rot, and it's incredibly common. And this is the dark truth behind what some of these people are going to be
30,000
emulating.
USD.
What you see on social media is not always real. In fact, it's almost always fake in some way. These are not people you want to emulate. What you see isn't real, and what is real is often a disgusting, harrowing experience that will linger on long after their fame, beauty, and opportunity have vanished.
The things girls do for money is crazy, chat. Stay safe out there. Be sure to drop a like and subscribe. That's all I ask. Peace out.